All right. Y'all know what it is. DSP, Bravo. Hopefully his screen isn't flipped. He
Not
could
this
point.
way. I'm pointing at him.
He points to Josiah. You know
Yes,
what it is. We're here having a discussion with Josiah. Senior year, officially done. Got to chop it up with the guy. Wait, hold up. All league.
Okay.
All conference. Got snubbed. I'm gonna say it. He got snubbed. All section. All right, though. I guess it happens. I guess. But he did make Hoop Haven All County and got snubbed again. Rockland Journal News All County. I pay attention.
I like it. Pay attention. Okay.
I pay attention.
Wild.
I pay attention. I didn't like the Rockland Journal News snub though. I wasn't feeling that because I'm like, that really was not one of the teams.
Yeah, that was All County's first and second teams, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they had 3 teams this year, bro.
They did. I thought only
I think
two.
They had 3. No, they just had 2. My bad. They just had 2.
Okay.
I'm thinking of honorable mentions, and you were mentioned that. So I think you were the first dude mentioned. So, how did you feel after this season? Like, did you feel that you accomplished everything that you needed to accomplish, or you feel that you left some things on the table?
Well, first off, our goal is definitely to get that. I said it in the last episode when I was on.
Yeah, first time you pulled up.
To get to that county center, and I also said that we needed to win games. We need to have a positive record, and I feel like we did that this year. We won a lot of games. My junior year, we went, I believe, 4-16. Yeah. And then fast forward to my senior year, we went 12-8, and we went 8-2 at home. That was very big upgrade, and I'm super proud of that. Ooh. But us not getting to that county center and fighting for that gold ball, that one definitely stung a little. We was right there too, one game away, and we fell short. We had that game too, and that's what stays me every day. We had that game. We were up by like 12 at one point, and we just let it go.
Word on New Road, you up 12?
Yeah, I think we were up 12, maybe even more, and we just let it go. We was like up majority of the whole game.
Oh,
the second half, we just third quarter mainly that messed us up. We got in foul trouble, all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's on you, Bravo. You're muted.
Bro, my bad. I was looking at highlights. No big deal. Okay. No big deal. So it almost piggybacks off of what you just asked, DSP. I'm just gonna dive a little deeper. Any regrets or anything that you, like he said, left on the table, but like are there any regrets? Anything that you didn't get done besides, we didn't win the chip, of course, but anything maybe individual or some other thing with your homies that you wanted to accomplish that you didn't get done? Any other regrets like that?
Man, even going back to the last episode, I said I didn't win that one game against Southern my whole career. I'm going down as like 0-8 against them, and now we did not beat them this year.
Yeah.
And same with North Rockland, we didn't beat them. That was like my main goal too, was to win the league and beat those both teams. But they're just well coached, well disciplined. And Suffering, we had them both games. We just
I'm looking at the box score. Yeah,
I was watching one of those games, and I was like, y'all had them, yo, because I was watching the first time y'all played them.
But North Rockland, they just had us. They had our number, and like, I don't know, they just, like I said, well coached, well disciplined. Like their defense was really, really strong this year. That was like the main part, I believe.
That was their strong point this year.
Yeah, their defense was solid.
Their defense. Yep.
I see it. Like I said, I see the I was looking at some of the stats here. I see, 55-56 loss. That's rough. Yeah. That's tough.
I missed that game winner too. Yeah,
he had the game winner and he missed it.
Game winner on a 3, and I missed it. I was so mad after that game. I won that one. That was the I believe that was the last game of the season to go into the playoffs.
Regular season, to go before the playoffs.
I think it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking here on the schedule right before they played John Jay. Y'all took it out on John Jay.
Yeah, they sure did.
16-point thrashing over here.
They gave business to John.
But let's see. Yeah, D, it's on you, DSP.
So, I mean, now that you've reached the point You know what I mean? You got the awards. As a matter of fact, before I get to that question, you had a big night where they presented you with the ball, the 1,000 points. You also got the plaque. How did that feel? Because I know someone very special to you wasn't around to see that, but you said you felt it. So how did it feel to accomplish that and actually feel your grandmother in the presence?
I mean, it was very emotional. It was very just like I don't know how to describe it. I was a loss of words. Just even getting that. What I get like mainly emotional about is just the journey. Like me getting that 1,000 points. First off, I as an 8th grader coming into high school, I didn't even want to attend this school. I didn't even want to be here because I'm around a lot and I hear like a lot of negative stuff about this school.
Right.
It's not the greatest for athletes, but I had to deal with that to stay home. And fast forward to my freshman year, I was like, if I'm coming here, I gotta make varsity. Like, I can't settle to play on freshman or JV. I gotta go for the big leagues and aim to make that varsity team. So of course you have the doubters, especially with my size. Man, I was mad small.
Right.
I'm small right now. I was mad small.
You were smaller then. Yeah, I see photos.
Small as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made that team, and man, that was a crazy year. The first 5 games though, I think I made my mark, showing people that I could compete with these big dudes. Like I think I was the leading scorer. But then I think I got like a little too comfortable, and we lost every game that year. We went 0-20 something. We lost every game, and man, that was tough. And then my sophomore year, my junior year, they said I couldn't lead a team. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be the main guy scoring. And now I'm here, man. Now I believe I'm the 4th all-time leading scorer or the 3rd all-time leading scorer in Spring Valley.
Oh,
so yeah,
word?
man, it's definitely a blessing for sure.
That's nice.
And I'm also the shortest. That's what I also love about this.
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up. Because Ricky's on that list too, right? Ricky McGill.
He's at like 1,500, I believe. I'm like at 1,200 something.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So you up there with some legends, bro. So that's what's up.
Yeah, absolutely. So my question, I believe I asked Julian the same question. Senior year, right? We're all done at high school. I'm not gonna ask too deep of the question, but obviously the goal is the next level, right? The next level to play ball at the next level. Are we instantly going to pursue that at the end of graduation? Are we taking a year? What's going on here? Are we going to prep year? What are we doing? What's going on here?
That's I'm in the middle of thinking about that. Prep is definitely an option. I'm definitely not sitting out a year. We're definitely not doing that. That's off the table.
Good.
But prep or definitely JUCO. I'm definitely aiming for like a good JUCO school, D2, D1 JUCO school.
Yep.
And also prep. I'm also open to prep because I know that I'm competing against 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 21-year-old freshmen. It's tough nowadays, and I'm 17. I'm not the biggest, not the tallest, not the fastest, so I know that it's gonna take time to develop and definitely be where I want to be at the highest level.
And plus, the landscape in college basketball is totally different now, bro.
Right.
Like no one's really looking at high school kids anymore, bro, because of the transfer portal.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now, this is what I always tell kids coming out of high school: don't be ashamed of JUCO. Don't be ashamed of D2. Because you can develop at least 2-3 years at that level and then go to that whatever school you really want to go to and just ball out because you have all the experience, you've seen all the defenses, you know all the schemes, all that. So it's definitely right now it's important for you to make the right choice, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also definitely humbling. You see, like especially with this AAU stuff, you go to the hoop groups, the made hoops, even the EYBLs, you compete against higher competition. You realize that there's levels to this. There's definitely levels to this, and you just have to sit back, look at your game, look yourself in the mirror, and be like, "I gotta work on this, because there's guys out there. There's guys out there that want the same thing."
Like you said, it's humbling, bro. Like you said, bro.
For sure, absolutely.
But now, Bravo, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said pretty much.
Okay, what you got? What you got?
The next level. Have you, without you saying, because I don't know if you could even say anything right now, have you been in contact with any schools, any coaches, or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm definitely in touch with. I'll say a lot of JUCO schools that are very interested.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, bro. That's
definitely
the route.
That's the route now. I guess that's the wave. I visited two. To be honest, I'm not too comfortable about those two, so I'm keeping my options open.
Yeah.
I didn't like the scene. I wasn't like a fan of the scenery. So
hey, it's your choice at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's your choice.
And also a couple prep schools. We have a couple of prep schools in touch. But like I said, it's mainly JUCOs. There's a couple low D2 schools that I'm in touch with, but I haven't visited yet. I gotta set up a couple
check them out. Check out the program. See if if you were gonna be the guy at any of those programs, you might want to check it out because you're a point guard. The ball's in your hand all the time, bro. So you get to that program where they're like, "Yo, it's pretty much your team." You can't turn it down unless the campus is trash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I'm like, I don't know. It could be a good opportunity, but if the campus is trash, I don't know how well you're gonna play. You know
don't forget now, JUCO transfers keep all of their eligibility.
Yeah, they keep all of their eligibility.
Yep, you no longer lose the years because usually you go to a 2-year JUCO, you then go to a transfer to a school. Back in the day, you'd wait a year and then you'd be a JUCO junior in your 4th year of eligibility out of 5. So now you go to JUCO, you go for 2 years, you go to your 4-year school, you're a freshman.
College level.
Yep. It's good. So you're coming with experience. So with
a JUCO, you might even run into somebody that was playing D1.
Yeah,
and I had to go to JUCO because of something that happened.
Yeah.
You know the bounce backs. You know the D1 bounce backs.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, man.
Always.
You got another question, Bravo?
I'm good. I just wanted to say congratulations on as successful as your season was. Congratulations. Congratulations on a successful Spring Valley High School career. And I can't wait to see where you go from here.
Appreciate that, Bravo. Appreciate that.
And gotta acknowledge the tribal chief.
Always. We need that. Paul Levesque, we need that win for Roman Reigns, man. We need that win.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do want Roman to win that. That's a fact. I do want Roman to win that.
Hell yeah.
That's why I think. That's why I think Paul. I think that's why Paul gonna do something, and Roman got to overcome it all by himself, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's the perfect.
We also need John Cena's 17th world title. That's what we need.
That's gonna be crazy. Can't wait to see that.
As heel Cena, that would be money.
No,
I'm not
crazy.
Gonna front. Won't even front.
But no, I will lose my mind.
Truly appreciate you coming on. Always a vibe. And if you want to come on the show and let people know where you going to school, we could probably do an IG live or something like that.
Okay.
You already know the vibes.
Get the hats ready. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if we're gonna have the hats available. Hey, if you got them, it's all good. You can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, man.
You know the vibes, bro. Truly appreciate you coming on, man.
Yep. Thank you guys for having me. And on to the next chapter. Spring Valley basketball. My career is done. On to new, bigger and better things, man.
Yes, sir.
Already.
Once again, I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Know, man.
Be easy, brother. Take care.
As y'all can see, y'all know what it is. I'm DSP. He's Bravo. Right next to Bravo is Julian Martinez. Super friend of the show now. We had to add super because he's been on 3 times now. So it is what it is. Truly appreciate you coming on. Hoop Haven All County, All Conference, right? All League, and
just say All World. Just say
All World, right?
Get out the way.
All World, All County. You know what it is. Julian Martinez, North Rockland High School. What's going on, bro?
Oh, what's up? How are you guys today?
Man, chilling. Of course, we're glad to have you back on. Great senior season, man. You were super consistent all year. Unfortunately, y'all lost at the chip. I was there. I was hoping y'all would win so I could get that. But nah, man, it was a tough game. One thing I could point out was that third quarter killed y'all.
Yeah.
It was the third quarter because y'all were there. It wasn't like they were killing y'all at first. The third quarter where you guys couldn't score, you guys were still playing defense. Y'all just couldn't score, and that's what killed y'all. I mean, y'all made it up in the fourth, but it wasn't enough because the hole was crazy. Yeah. But once I started, like, because I noticed you couldn't make shots. I noticed Christian shots I know he could make. He couldn't make. Aaron wasn't hitting his shots, and I was like, oh, damn, this is the drought. And I was like, man. Well, I mean, y'all had y'all running the fourth, and I was like, nah, this is not enough, bro. But it was good to see y'all at the Mecca, though. I'm not going to lie. I was like, yo, man, I'm proud of these guys. Because I spoke to y'all in the beginning of the season, and I was like, yo, I know your goal was to get that gold ball, but unfortunately, you weren't able to do it. But how did you feel after the game, bro?
I mean, like, it was one of those things, like, like, if you know me, like, I have like a whole goal board in my room, so it's like
right.
And that one was the only one that was left. And
okay.
I'll tell you, like, the night before, I'm just like looking at it, I'm just like, I need this, and like, I kid you not, like, after that game was over, like, stuff like that, and I don't know, I just couldn't believe it and stuff, and a tough moment for me, like. We worked, like, not just me, but like the whole team. We worked the whole, excuse my language, but we worked.
No, you good. You good.
We worked our butts off, the whole year at practice. Like, we used to like fight at practice just because of how bad we wanted to win, and like
you wanted it, right?
It was just, it was one of those where, losing that, not getting the end result really hurt, but. I always remember, like, sometimes it's not always about, win the championship. You always, think about the journey and think about what
it was a dope journey, man. Yeah. It was a dope journey. You guys had a great season. You guys only lost 3 times, right?
Yep.
Much better than last year, because last year you guys went 15-5. This year you went 17-3. And you did that in a very, very competitive AAA class. Like, AAA this year. Mm-hmm. Was no joke. Like, there was talent up and down. I'm trying to think. I think there was only like 3 teams with losing records in AAA.
Wow.
Everyone else was legit.
Yeah. Like, literally anybody, like, it was anybody's game pretty much.
Facts. Every game, anybody could have beaten anyone. That's a fact. That is a fact. Which game is this, Bravo?
This is his highlight tape. You got a little hoop tape.
Oh, okay. You got my man Julie. You got to mix it. Oh, there goes the Mecca right there. Yes, sir.
Westchester County, right?
Yeah, I love that place, man. I love that place.
Westchester County Center, the County Center. That's a fire place to be. And I see they added the digital board now.
Yeah, it's fire.
I never seen the digital board up there. Yeah, I guess it's on me. So let me.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna pause this. Well, not pause it. I'm just gonna bring it down real quick. So. You're talking about your senior season. We're watching a bunch of the highlights from your senior year. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we were just talking about how you guys didn't get the job done at the end of the road. But I want to know what you think of your entire senior season and your entire high school hoops career. Like, what is your assessment of it? I know you didn't get that chip, but, that's not the end-all, be-all. So I just wanted to know what's your overall assessment of your season this season and your whole career,
Well, to start with, like, my whole career, I'll probably say, like, it was, like, so much happened, and, like, I learned a lot. Like, I was a little immature, first starting off, as a freshman and stuff. Like, I went played freshman, sophomore year. I played JV, but I played half JV. Then I went to varsity, and I not started my first game, but like I played like a big role in my first game, and like I played a lot of minutes and stuff. And then goes from there. And then, like, it was just interesting because I matured a lot, not only as a basketball player but as a person. And I felt like I was able to become just better version of myself, and I learned a lot, from each and every person I played with. No matter if they had a big impact or a small impact, I learned something. But I'll say for my senior season, though, it was like my mom and I. Like, my mom's always pushing me. Like, she's like, she's the reason why I'm in the position I am today. Like, she made a lot of sacrifices for me.
And shout out to moms.
Shout out to the basketball parents. Yeah, they don't get enough credit, bro.
Facts.
Shout out to the basketball parents, for real.
Most definitely. And my dad too. My dad, you know my dad.
Shout out to Lala. No look threes.
But like my mom was like, you gotta make it possible, and I was like, all right. Like I knew I was gonna make it the best year possible, but at some point you're probably thinking, okay, I'll get all section and stuff, and but I got so many more things out of that, and it was just great to see that, you don't need to just be a good basketball player. Being a good person gets you somewhere, and just staying humble and staying true. I don't want to bring religion to this, but just staying true to your principles with God and stuff. I always give grace, because I wouldn't be the person I am without him,
Right.
Okay.
So them prayers at night, them prayers before games, they work. If you really believe in what you're saying, anything can happen. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good answer right there. Man, my man Julian, media trainer. I like this. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. But no, as you were saying, you were talking about your senior season and how much you learned and all that. From this year, from what you learned this year, what do you think you're going to use the most once you are playing at the next level, correct?
Well, that's the plan. Yeah, I got some things going on right now.
Oh, don't worry. Don't answer that fully yet, because we're gonna get to that. Don't answer that fully yet.
I'm about to say that's question number 2, right?
Yeah. Hold on now. But no, when you do get to that next level, from what you learned this year, what do you think you're gonna apply the most at the next level?
I'll probably say it's probably a broad answer, but I'll probably say the maturity piece. I mean, I know
it's not a broad answer, bro. You're gonna need that, bro, because them coaches will try to break you.
Mm-hmm. I feel
no matter where you're playing.
Most definitely, you guys got a point. Yeah,
they will try, bro. They will try. They're gonna see how much you really want it, bro.
Yeah,
you got. Trust me. It doesn't matter what level. NAIA, JUCO, D3, D2. You already know what it is with D1. Mm-hmm. I don't have to tell you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But any level, bro, they want the best guys out there, and you got to show them you're one of those guys.
Right.
So maturity is definitely, because you're gonna get to that breaking point where you're like, do I crash out or do I just chill and achieve my goal? You know what I mean? So maturity is a good answer, bro. It's not broad at all, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, just that, because if you know my coach, I mean, I know you guys don't know him personally, but my coach, he's tougher than most. It's like playing for North Rockland basketball is like the college experience, kind of.
Right.
He holds
you accountable.
Yeah, it's like a winning culture. I mean, he built a winning culture and stuff. So past 4 years. Past 4
years. Right.
Yeah, and he's those days where you didn't want to be there. He used to yell at me. He used to yell at me a lot. Sometimes we'll butt heads. Sometimes he'll tell me to sit out of practice, because I wasn't doing my thing, and I wasn't
you weren't locked in.
But that's what built. So, I would say maturity. Playing, learn the whole maturity piece in high school and be able to be prepared for college and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Now you mentioned college. And we mentioned it earlier.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you, Bravo. You can take it to the next level.
I'm just gonna be vague, because I don't know what you can and cannot talk about. So
true.
I'm just
we don't know.
Vague. I'm not trying to get you in trouble with anybody. So I'm just gonna say 2 words. What's next? That's it.
I mean, as of right now, I'm still I have some things coming up, visit wise and stuff. But
okay,
as of right now, and I've had conversations and stuff. But as of right now, I'm still, keeping my options open and stuff. I'm still, I have academics. I have high grades, so
yeah. Nah, I know that's not an issue. I know the grades are not an issue, and that's why you probably have a good handful of choices, because they look at the grades and be like, oh, then the grades is not an issue. It's basically, do you fit our program? That's all it is from there. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. So like just that, and obviously I'm still gonna I still got my AAU season where I gotta play and see what happens and stuff. But
and you're playing spring and summer or just spring?
I'm playing spring currently until I if obviously if I have if for some reason I do go to basketball by almost the end of April for some reason, then I would just end right there because obviously that. But I'll be playing for spring and summer as of right now. Yes.
Okay. Because if you do say you don't play for summer, is it because you're getting ready for the next level, or is it because you just want to recover?
If I don't play summer, it's because I'm getting ready for the next level. Because summer, that's peak moment where you gotta
Yes, that's when you can put in the most work.
Yeah,
that's when you can put the work in indoors, outdoors. Yeah, that's true. So that's what it is. So if you don't mind me asking, let's see if I could find a way, because Frank was real smooth with the way he asked. All right.
So all I said was just what's next. That's it.
He asked what's next. So I'm gonna be a little more
in depth, a little more intrusive.
A little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Intrusive is such a strong word.
It is.
Just want to see if I can get my hands in the cookie jar real quick without getting caught.
Well, I say don't get caught.
What are the because I'm sure you have different levels contacting you, correct?
No.
Yeah.
If you want to say like that, kind of. Yeah. I mean, we can go like that. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sure you can say yes or no. So yeah, you won't get in trouble saying yes or no. JUCO?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. D3.
Mm-hmm.
And 2.
Not as of right now, no D2s.
Really?
Yeah.
See, yo, you have to watch the episode I did with K-Boy, because we have a conversation because we have 2 D schools in Rockland County, and if you look at their roster, not one Rockland player is there.
Yes, I know they most I know what they especially I see Dominican, they pick up a lot of city guys. I played against 2 of the guys from there. I mean, one of the
you did. You actually played against their big man. I forgot his name.
Goes to Collegiate.
Yeah, he played for Brooklyn Collegiate. Right.
I played against them like that. I played him. I played him at AAU, and I played him probably in fall ball, something like that. But I know I played him at AAU.
I seen when you guys played him in fall ball. That's when I saw it in St. Joe's. Yeah, I was like, damn, they went all the way to Brooklyn and they're not even trying to recruit somebody in Rockland. I was like, nah, this is crazy. So I'm glad that you said that, but I'm glad that 3 different levels. That's good, bro. And plus the work you're about to put in during spring and summer, they're probably going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, who's this guy? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because some of the D2s, some of them are still competing. Some of them are still competing. So they're not going to contact you like that. And of course, you got to do some reaching out too.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So when you get all the work together, you'll be like, yeah, here's my tape. Holla at me. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that, man. Bravo, you got a question?
I'm good. I'm out of questions. So
you got a question?
I appreciate you coming on again, and good luck. We'll be watching. That's all I know. Good luck wherever you land. I can't wait to see where you're competing at the next level.
Facts. That's a fact, bro.
I appreciate you guys for having me. You guys like another family of mine, so I love you.
Hey, we appreciate that. Basketball, man. That's basketball. Basketball does that. Brings people together, man, for sure.
Most definitely.
For sure, man. Thank you for coming on. It was great watching you. We watched you. We were watching you closely for 2 years, and you did your thing, bro. And we hope you do the same at the next level. Do your thing, bro. We'll be paying attention. And keep us posted. We will post you. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me tell you right now. Congrats on that All-Star Senior Game MVP, bro.
Thank
29 points, my guy.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I was like, wait a minute, Julian dropped 29 on guys. I was like, that's not Julian. What's going on? He was like, nah, senior game, last one in Rockland. I'm going crazy.
I had to get one for the county.
That was fire. That was fire. When I saw that, I was like, that's what it is. That's why I had to post the plaque and all that, bro. That was fire. So I had to congratulate you on that for sure.
Appreciate it.
Wait, had to pop the pick up real quick. I was searching for it. I had to pop it up real quick.
Yeah, nah, he went crazy.
Bravo had it on speed dial.
Yeah, he definitely had it on
speed dial. Quick, man.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's a vibe. It's good to see that. For sure, man. Congrats, and once again, thank you for coming on the show. We'll probably have you on before the college season or something like that. Find out where you at.
We'll let him do the signing day. We'll put the hat on.
We gonna do the signing day live. If he want to do it, we live.
Put the fitted on.
Pull up with the cameras.
Yes, sir.
You know what it is, man. For real, truly appreciate you, bro.
I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go get some shots of what old team I'm on.
All right, man. You already know. Brother. Peace,
brother.